Ballin'.
I'm glad you made it. Your ass is going to pick it up.
hey, bro, let me tell you something. I usually don't miss. Yeah. When I shoot that shot, boy, I usually go in. Pause.
What's the deal?
What's happening?
It's your boy LawMo in the building. Was it a grand entrance? What's happening?
All right, set the
You
scene.
want to set the scene, huh?
Yeah. My name is CHOPPS. My voice ain't never went that deep. Hold up. No, this ain't got one.
That's it.
It's your boy Larry H.O.T. Hot. Yeah.
What's the name of the podcast, fellas?
Activity.
Before we start, we want to give a rest in peace to a legend from Gary, one of the most successful musician groups of all time. Mr. Tito Jackson.
Tito.
Tito Jackson.
I know Tito was the blunt of a lot of jokes,
Man,
but
he
Tito
was, though, man. But
Tito
that dude.
was the guy.
Tito was that dude. Yuckity yuck. I'm watching that shit.
Yuckity yuck.
I'm watching the old clip on YouTube. He did that. That was hilarious.
If it wasn't for Tito fucking with his dad's guitar,
Yeah, man.
we wouldn't
We had
have
Jackson 5, man.
the Jackson
If it
5,
wasn't
and
for
of course
Tito.
we couldn't have Michael and Janet.
Baby, I need your love.
You still watch that movie?
Hell yeah.
Man, I watched it recently, man.
Nigga, I
Them boys
I
was going
watched,
crazy.
I watched all 60 parts on TikTok. I didn't know I
That
was
man
watching
said
it.
all 60 parts.
I didn't know I was watching it. I just go like this. I was like, oh shit, this is the whole movie.
Yeah.
How
just
they
keep
do
on
this?
going.
I just kept
Yeah,
going.
just put them in parts. So
Yeah. I was
right
like,
in
oh,
order.
shit. It was in order.
Yeah.
Matter of
I was
fact,
like, oh,
shout out. Rest in peace to Tito and rest in peace to Frankie Beverly as well.
Oh
Yeah,
man, Frankie.
what's up.
You make me happy.
Don't.
Yeah.
You wait. So did you keep him on your list, or you took him off, Frankie Beverly?
I think I gave him the cue.
Oh, you gave him the cue,
Cue, I gave you Frankie Beverly for the Auntie's tour.
auntie list.
I didn't give you Frankie, didn't I?
Nah, man, he gave away Frankie, man, right before.
Man, we didn't know. Well, we didn't know. Frankie he's been sick for a while. He had been old.
He's still been touring.
And
though,
he's still
man.
been
He was
crazy
still
part,
touring.
He was still
Yep.
touring. He's still doing a great job. From watching some of the tours and reading some of the articles and everything,
Yeah.
it had been weighing on him. He was getting older, but it don't get no better than Frankie Beverly and Maze, to be honest with you.
That's a whole.
We
vibe.
can say what we want about the Auntie tour, but he is the ultimate Auntie tour. Like, you can't have.
I had somebody come to me about that's not in the age bracket, but that's a different conversation.
Who the-
He probably G-Mom, bro.
No, it was what's her name that was on the phone?
Nikki.
Yeah.
Shut her old ass up.
He probably
I know she
he
gonna see the
still get some
episode, too.
aunties because
Nah, man.
some people our age still rock.
No, some people.
Everybody know
I know
yeah.
some people. We
So
rock it,
They
but
only know
yeah.
that one song before
I
I let
don't
go.
want
Yeah.
to. We don't get deep into that, but
Yeah.
every generation got a different level of aunties.
Yeah,
Our aunties is Frankie Beverly.
for sure.
Yeah, us, yeah, for sure.
My cousin aunties might be Usher.
I mean,
Yeah, you right.
You got a point.
That's they aunties is Usher. Our aunties is Frankie Beverly.
What about Luther?
That's our grandmas. Oh, you know what? Our aunties is Frankie too.
Nah, you guys it's Luther too, man. It's Luther too.
Luther too.
Yeah,
got
he
that
could.
one in there,
He
huh?
could wait to say.
A chair, still a chair, man.
No, but shout out Tito, man. Jackson 5. Man, it's
Yeah.
two brothers. I didn't know his sons had been in the group touring with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. See, man, that's dope. I thought that was dope.
Tito. The funny part is, me and Ron was listening to his solo album. I didn't know he had a song Big Daddy Cain. Like Tito got hits, dog.
Tito got a solo album.
Tito got a solo album called Tito Time. I kid you
really?
not. Look it up.
Tito time.
Wow.
Look it
I
up.
gotta see the
Tito
album cover
Time.
for this shit.
When did it come out?
Like 2016 or something like
Wow.
that.
Oh, this was recent.
This is recent. Tito Time.
Wow.
Tito time.
Make sure I got the year right, Q.
Yep, December 21st, 2016.
See, 2016, Tito time.
Oh, that's a class. That's a classic good cover. I ain't tripping about that.
Man, y'all, check it out, man.
It looks better than the Smokey stuff.
Oh man, we not finna get over that.
Drinking and driving, smoking and surviving.
Yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, rest in peace to Tito Jackson.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Frankie Beverly.
Man, Frankie.
All right. I hate to make this hard turn transition, but it's hard to avoid because it's the only thing that's popping in the news right now. We briefly touched on it. I don't know, it was episode 3 or 4, but now Sean Combs, Diddy, the diddler now. That's what they call him. They call that man a diddler.
Jag Watch.
They call that man a diddler.
Diddler.
Has been arrested last Monday on my birthday. Yeah, last Monday.
Oh wow.
He was supposed to turn himself in the next day, but due to them finding evidence of him reaching out to harassing certain individuals, one particular lady from Diddy Cain over 50-something times, they was like, you know what, let's just get his ass now before he tries something else. It looked like he was trying to reach out to her for a character, like character profile, when they try to say, nice things about you and stuff like that. Like especially, there you go. Yeah, because Don has that lawsuit out now. So he reached out to her over like 50-something times, whatever. There's a lot of ways we can go with it. I guess I'll just ask you all, what are your thoughts of, him actually being arrested now?
Well, we knew it was coming. Like I said before, I did a little vlog on it not long. I feel sorry for his kids on that, seeing. They involved in it, man. All of them took the young ones, they passports, and because they was flight risks. They were saying like the family and stuff like that. I just don't, he got the twins, the little girls, and the little baby. Because I just feel sorry for them. And that as far as Diddy, we knew it was coming, man. Man, I'm constantly hearing stories come up after story after story. Like, man, who knows at the end of the day, like what's really, how would this end? Like these freak offs to do anything to with whoever you want, like point them out, whatever. Like that's some crazy power that this man had. Now the crazy part is like all these CEOs resigning, and all this stuff. Like, was they a part of the activity? What we doing?
It's the same thing with the tweets. I should erase this entire tweet history. Pink has erased her entire tweet history.
Listen, man. So unfortunately, it's not even unfortunate.
You didn't know that either?
No.
They did that yesterday. Yeah.
We knew he was gonna get. We knew he was gonna get locked up.
Yeah.
The fact that he gave them a whole bail package, and they still didn't take it. It's like, nah, you need to sit down.
He denied twice.
Denied twice.
Yeah.
So they let you know, they're gonna make an example of him, possibly. And you got a lot of businesses circling the wagons. Kevin Lyles, you got to sit down. John Donahue, you got to sit down. Like, we don't know, we don't care probably. If you was a part of it, you could not even be a part of it. You could have been at a party.
Yeah.
But the fact that you were at a Diddy party, it don't even matter. We're not taking no chances. You need to sit down. We can't be tied to that. It sucks for his sons are older, so they're pretty much taking care. I'm not saying they're taking care of themselves, but they're a little bit older. You got daughters.
You got to look. Yeah.
I definitely. It sucks that you got to see your father in this type of light.
Yeah. And
hearing things about your father, going through those things.
Yeah.
Whether they're true or not, right now everything's alleged. So until he's proven guilty, I know that can't be the most peaceful thing to go through with right now. Y'all, they still young.
Yeah.
Probably still deal with their mother not being here.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now your dad's on display and some unsavory things. I know how he probably felt about the tape. That wasn't a good look. But then now all of a sudden it's
right.
All these things are resurfacing. Now the Neo clip resurfaced about his ex-girlfriend asking him about the freak offs. before everything even came out. So now that's resurfacing.
Right.
So now it's causing people to delete their tweets, Instagram, Snapchats, like anything that had Diddy in it is gone.
Imagine being their kids.
I couldn't.
Like just all right. So just like literally, just think about it, right? Your mom recently just passed away, and that scenario is questioned to this day of your father even being a part of this. That's one scenario.
Yeah.
Your dad was considered one of the most powerful men in the music industry, and he is taken down by a bunch of allegations to where you may not see him again.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking on a surface level. I'm not even getting into the innuendos and all the rumors and everybody talking.
Yeah. That's so what I don't want to say, that's unfortunate, because if things are true, there's some victims out there that went through some shit too. So I don't want to say they don't deserve their justice, because they do. But it sucks that they got to go through that. Because it's no telling. And the way social media, I would be surprised whoever is right now taking care of them, keeping them off social media.
Oh yeah,
because
you have no choice.
You got to keep them off of it.
Even the simplest clip, you can get on TikTok right now, and you can type in, "Hey, funny clips of babies." You can run through 20, and all of a sudden a Diddy clip is sticking there with just about some stuff. So I hope whoever's taking is keeping them off, because at the end of the day, man, they're kids.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's unfortunate, because you do, if all these things are true, you do want to see any victims get their justice. Listen, the Cassie video, no matter what your feelings are about that, it happened. This stuff is serious.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have people are making certain moves, and then now you have the internet vultures going overtime and finding old clips and trying to expose other celebrities for things they said if they were condoning Diddy, and people saying, "Oh, I went on Instagram and I saw the Cat Williams clip of saying you gotta tell him no like 40 times, bro. Like, you gotta tell him no. Because people on a party.
Right.
Like, and now everybody's saying, well, no, I stayed in the backyard. I didn't ever.
Everybody, when it was time for that, I got out of there.
Yeah, like people are.
So they knew.
It tells me this is more serious than we think it is.
It's a very serious matter, and the people who are involved or who will be involved know what's happening before we do. That's why we see the stuff that may seem very coincidental of what's going on. I think, to kind of speak to your point, power is a motherfucker, but it's not like he just, yes, he achieved power with his success in the industry, but this is why he's in this position of how he achieved power of keeping it. The blackmailing. This is how he's gaining power.
Yeah.
For those who say like what's wrong with the freak off, I don't think no sane person is upset about him being freaky. It's just more about, if it's true, him forcing certain people to be involved in it. Him holding up those scenarios over people's head to keep him, you know what I mean?
I'm not against consensual freak offs. If that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do.
Are you a freak?
Why would you ask that question? Listen, my baby oil stays in the bathroom.
All right, too much information.
I'm kind of embarrassed right now.
No, but
listen, I'm not gonna listen. What I'm not gonna do is start judging people for any of the what they do behind closed doors, especially if it's consensual. What you do behind the closed doors, I only want to focus on or talk about anything that causes a victim. I think that word is being used because it makes him look like a monster. Because I don't think they're going to get him on that. I think it's going to be a lot of other stuff that they're going to get him on.
I mean, so what's some of the charges?
Racketeering. I know racketeering is number one.
Okay.
He hasn't been charged.
It's sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
Okay.
I think drugs and illegal firearms.
They found drugs.
I think they found him, but I don't know if they said he should be in charge for that.
Right. Yeah. But I know the illegal firearms they found.
Yeah, they found it, but I don't know if he's actually charged for that or
not. Now listen, you have some signs. Us living in Chicago, we knew of them parties.
Yeah, we heard of them. Yeah.
We knew.
Yeah.
We knew what was happening in Olympia Fields.
Oh yeah, I was finna say there was a party here.
We knew what was happening out there. We saw the van pull up in front of the schools.
All right. Yeah.
So we know that, but it's like between when that happened and now, it's so far from each other. Mm-hmm. And now seeing it play out the way it did back then, social media wasn't a big thing then. Yeah. When the R. Kelly stuff was happening. Yeah. It was really just word of mouth from what we saw. Social media was it as big as it is now?
I think that's a different scenario, but I'll briefly touch on that. I know R. Kelly was word of mouth, but we damn near we as a people treated that tape as word of mouth, even though we watched the tape and motherfuckers still ignored exactly what was happening on screen.
I'm not ignoring. I'm not saying that. I'm saying because of social media being able to amplify it, to a totally different level. Meaning that you had to know somebody who had that. Unfortunately, had that DVD, or you could, unfortunately, you had people actually selling it and making money off of it.
But we ignored. But again,
we definitely ignored.
We ignored certain shit. We ignored the fact that why is this creepy dude standing behind Aaliyah on the age ain't nothing but a number cover.
We definitely ignored it. I think what it was is because it was.
Diddy we ignored.
I think.
I'm not saying as far as like the racketeering shit,
right?
But Diddy's had like very questionable. Like I said it before, he's had questionable behavior over the years that we've met. Like I said, we joked about the how all his artists was broke and shit like that. We've joked, like I said,
because I think those things don't necessarily really affect us. Yeah. A music artist not getting his money the average person don't really care. We hear about it and say, oh, it's messed up, but we don't care. Like what you said a couple weeks ago, the cheesecake thing was funny, and we didn't look at it as that type of move then. We thought it was bogus as hell, but we didn't look at it as something. We didn't look at it too deep then. Right. Then, but it's all, I think, because now in a place where the world is right now, where a lot of people a lot of things have happened to make people realize certain things. Whether it's COVID or the woke movement or the Me Too movement, all these things is in this pot, and we're watching this explode. And then on top of that, CNN shows this video. You compare the video to a deposition, and it's word for word exactly what we read. And now all the rumors are true. Just like when we saw the video of R. Kelly, we knew them to be true, but even with the video, we saw it. It was a different time.
There's certain behaviors that we want to allow from our own people. So why are we allowing this from our celebrities? Which is why, I guess my point is like, you can like somebody for the art, but when you get to the point when you like overlooking their character, like those are like two different things. Like you don't know these people.
Yeah, that's idolizing somebody.
Yeah,
and I hate when people say that term of, well, if I had this, I'll be doing this. You got $10,000 from that PPP loan, and you jagged it. You jagged it. So I'm not saying it was Diddy money, but when you had your little chunky change, you jagged it. You ain't got nothing to show for it. Yeah. You can't. You touched on something earlier, Larry. Mm-hmm. To be in a situation of in a world where no does not exist.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Where the word no does not even exist, or not even heard, or scared to even be said, is something that I think is worse than drugs. I wouldn't know what I would do. I can sit and tell you, if I had money, I buy my mama a house and I put all of it in my Roth IRA and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit, I can tell you what I'll do if you gave me $100. I might blow that shit.
So, like I said, on one of the episodes, I had heard him speak. He had spoke at InvestFest last year, 2023. And he said he's in the room with the top billionaires in the world. So then I go back to that. Then I fast forward it, and I'm like, damn, is he really the bridge between them and the minority people with the talent?
Can we?
You know what I'm saying? So just say a Meek Mill, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I could bring you to, man, you be in trouble, you got in trouble, this and that. This person can get you.
Well, essentially what you're saying is what Freddie P with the band kind of broke it down.
Which one?
From the Fred from the band.
Okay, yeah.
These people either one don't want to deal with our kind or they're afraid to. Yeah. So he is kind of like the broker. Yeah. So he will be the one that will be offering, or he's the bridge to get you from point A to point B. Now, how do you get it from point A to point B? Is come to some of the stuff that he's in trouble for. Yeah. But he's one of those people that are there while they can stay over here and be who they are.
Yeah, got it. And so I heard Dame Dad speak on it too, and he was like, I always wonder, man. He's like, I've known this cat for 30 years. He's like, I still look at his nephew. I mean, his kids like my nephew. He's like, man, he's like, I always wonder, how do this guy get these deals? And he's like, I came up with the liquor business first before him. He's like, they wouldn't give me nothing.
So I think it's a mixture of things. Mm-hmm. And I was watching someone Steve Stout. Mm-hmm. It's a mixture of things. Okay. One, you got to be likable. Yeah. He might do some asshole shit, but Diddy's likable.
Yeah. Is he?
He's likable.
He can be.
He's likable to the people
he needs to be likable too. Right. I would say like that's what I'm saying. Like we.
So listen, everybody's not gonna like you, but if the right people like you, that's all that matters.
And that's how he looks at it.
Mm-hmm. So the right people like him. Yeah. So now
they did like him.
Listen. I'm a firm believer in this. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but I believe when stuff is getting ready to hit the fan, somebody has to lay on their sword.
It's your turn.
It's your turn. Because he's not the only one that's doing it.
Yeah, facts.
He's not the only one. But they're the one that you might be that sacrificial lamb. Yeah. Hey, brother.
All right.
Well, you had it was good while it lasted, huh? Yeah. Had a good ride, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, so we gonna need you to sit down for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna need you to sit down.
His ass just fucked up.
No,
I get what you said. I get what you said.
But that all plays it too as well. I don't believe he's snitching on nobody.
I believe he is.
You think you gonna snitch? The question is this though: who can he snitch on?
What you mean? Who can you snitch on?
Okay, I think somebody.
Okay,
they thought they had people with Epstein, and all of a sudden he came up dead.
So all right. If we go to conspiracy theory, why do you think he came up dead?
It was his time.
But why?
Listen, I'm gonna say what I need to say. He still was gonna be in jail.
The conspiracy theories would be where he had something to let out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it was like something on his own. And if we just speaking conspiracy theories, we don't know the facts and none of this stuff. But the reason to take him out is so you won't expose anything else. Yeah. I'm not saying I don't know what Diddy would do, but if you gotta think about it like this: if you are a person who has been able to manage your life any way you wanted to for 50 plus years, and then somebody puts you in a box to where you're confined and you can't control that shit, at some point, like. It's one thing that you do that like maybe like 5-10 years into the game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've been doing this your whole life.
My thing is this though. So this is when it comes to snitching. Only way cops is going or the people gonna listen to you unless you're getting somebody bigger than you.
Yeah, you gotta get the big
They don't want
fish.
nobody your level or smaller.
Yeah.
They want somebody bigger. That's the only way you either get time cut off or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think he can give them anybody bigger than him.
We don't know.
Well, I heard news say he was on suicide watch today.
He gotta be realistic. Am I being funny? I'm being realistically.
Yeah.
Because what he's going through ain't for the faint at heart.
Yeah.
We talking about you actually are looking down a barrel of some time.
Yeah.
And jail ain't for everybody.
We see it.
And he black. He ain't going where Martha Stewart went.
As far as snitching is concerned, we even just discussed that today. We witnessing people who snitching on each other with the young Dolph situation, and they ain't dealing with nowhere near what Diddy's dealing with right now.
Yeah. So listen, I'm not saying he won't cooperate. My thing is, I think if we know how big he is.
Yeah.
We don't know nobody bigger than him that we know.
No, that we consider bigger.
True.
That we consider bigger for what we, you know what I mean?
Like,
we don't know all the players that are in play in this scenario.
So let's play conspiracy. If they're bigger than him, it's a reason why we don't know them.
Why do you think he's being charged with racketeering?
And that's why I think that, hey, you gonna have to sit down, big boy.
Oh yeah.
Or because if they could have got to them, they would have got to them.
But all you need is an opening.
Because we don't want another celebrity.
Right.
And like I said,
we don't want another
That's what I'm
celebrity.
saying. Like we don't know all the players at play to where like, all right, so the whole like even let's just discuss even like the freak offs or whatever. Yeah. The ones that were there are some that were quote unquote funded by labels.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're funded by labels, who are these people at play? Again, we don't know.
There are people or entities that hide that they cannot be touched for a reason. Yeah. And there's people like in positions of like Diddy and other people who are there to take the fall.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about people who are speaking out now who didn't speak out before?
That's their right. I can control. One thing I'm not going to do ever judge somebody when you speak your piece.
Yeah.
That's you. Now,
because
what comes of it, I don't know. But whenever you decide to speak is when you decide to speak.
Well, the reason why I bring that up is because people feel like if the more people had spoke up beforehand, maybe it hadn't got to this point.
It's going to get to this point regardless. Because.
All right, so for instance, right, like, you know, like even like the Shine situation. Mm-hmm. And the Shine have actually stated what actually happened. I think he did speak about it in a news article, but I don't know if he spoke about it in court. I don't have proof of that. But either way, he ended up taking the fall for that scenario.
Because it's a power play. Who is this dude? And I'm Puffy. Mm-hmm. I got the money to do what I got to do. Right. I got the money for the lawyers, whatever. I got backing. Whoever, I got people in higher places that can connect me to higher places. Mm-hmm. I can sacrifice this dude, in which he did. And then you got somebody in that time probably in Shine, in his mindset, okay, he promised me with X, Y, and Z, because he did promise to take care of him.
Right.
Oh, I eat this time.
Right.
Because he mentally he's in a different place.
Right.
No, I mean,
I'm finna take this and send everything back over to the Belize.
So, but
you know what's funny? Both of them was on ticket last year. They had to sit down and everything.
Sit down, yeah.
Both of them was there, Shine and him.
So what about like the security guards and all that type of stuff who witnessed certain things that didn't speak up?
Everybody has a part to play in this wrong. My thing is that it's if you surround yourself with people who are dependent on you, they're not going to say shit.
But see, and that's part of the power play.
It is.
That's involved in the scenario.
Predatorial. I pick people on purpose like that. I'm not going to pick somebody who got a mind of their own. I can't manipulate you if you think for yourself.
Yeah.
I need you to be dependent on me. Because if you are dependent on me, you can do whatever I need you to do. Your sole duty is going to make sure I don't get messed up. Because if I get messed up in your mind, that means you ain't there.
Right.
It's predatory as hell.
Yeah, it's a predatory system. Period.
So
I only, like I said, I only ask because I know that's a big topic.
I think you are guilty if you watch some stuff happen and whatever. But if you are Diddy and you're in that position of power, I'm picking people like that on purpose.
But to speak on,
That's why I say, hey, did they get him? You go get our fish.
So now,
but to speak
she's
on
in that position.
But to speak
You
on the
sit
people,
down, sir.
to speak on the people that are speaking up, I agree with you to where people have the right to speak on when. But the problem is there's also a guilt with that as well.
Oh, it is a guilt. It's definitely a guilt. Because so my concern is always your intentions and why you're speaking up.
So
What you're supposed to get out, and also too, it's like we all three we brothers, which we are. But you get a whooping. All of a sudden, I'm gonna plead my case. Hey, you know what? He did that, but mama, I ain't do nothing. My record is good. I want to separate myself from you as completely as possible because right now you are the bad brother. So I'm gonna make sure our mother sees me in a good light, so she don't lump us up together. Yeah. So that's what's happening right now. People are trying to plead their cases on why they didn't say anything,
but
why they should have said something, or what position they were, so they can make themselves look as good as possible. Because down the line, my name might get brought up.
All right. Yeah.
So at least you can refer back to he did say that. He did this. So people are trying to get ahead of this because shit's possibly about to hit the fan.
Because of the power at play, even if for those who spoke up sooner, people wouldn't give them the grace to even believe in the first place. And that's part of the issue. It's like if you're gonna step out there, you have to realize you stepping out there to speak up, and you may not even be believed at this point in time. The guy Gene Deal had been talking for at least the last 7-8 years about all this shit, and he's been for a while the only one speaking up against Diddy. Yeah, no one really believed it. No one believed he had any other things, and now his words resonate because he had been speaking up for so long. But he probably took a lot of L's to begin with to do that.
Because no one cares. So you know why this is working now? Why it's easier to get Diddy now? Because he's not relevant no more.
Yeah.
No,
meaning this.
No, that's not the case.
It is. It is the case. You cannot attack somebody when they're hot.
Yes, you can.
No one. It's harder to do that.
It's harder, but if they
because people expect that. If I'm popular right now,
right?
If I'm popular, I'm the hottest thing smoking right now. You won't hear rumors, but I'm too loved right now for people to believe you.
Right.
I'm too loved right now.
Yeah.
But once shit dies down, and I'm not that no more, it's easy to get people to listen.
What really triggered for people to believe Diddy's a monster?
The Cassie video.
Yeah. Not only the Cassie video, but the reason why that even triggered even further, but before that was the fact that how fast he settled the loss. Like those, it takes a certain action. Like if people had to be very visible to believe certain shit is real.
But also too, that happened when Diddy wasn't relevant as much no more.
But the thing about it is
you couldn't do that to him when he's on top of the world.
Yeah, he would have made it go away.
They would have tried. It's a different age now.
No, but the timing is right now because we're in a different time. You couldn't do this in 2010. You couldn't, and there were rumors then.
Yeah.
But that's why I said
she didn't touch him.
You know what? I won't even say we visual. Like I said, even the R. Kelly situation, we was visual and still kind of let that shit go. Yeah. So I take that back. But I do think that we're at a point in time to where, I guess reason why I'm asking this because it's more like when do you actually find yourself speaking up on this scenario? Like even like you brought up the whooping situation, right? Yeah. If the whooping was because, I don't know, I stole Larry's CD player. And you could have stopped it.
I'm telling Mama, I ain't know he did it. I ain't see him do it.
But she gonna ask why you didn't stop it. You was with him,
Mama.
That's what she gonna ask. You know what I'm saying? That's what the scenario gonna be. That's what they're gonna. And that's why they attacking them same people right now. Like if you was around him this whole time, why couldn't you stop it?
And by all means, they deserve to get attacked. It comes with the territory of it. when it comes to this type of topic, and you have people, when you have victims and something like this, there's going to be ramifications. So it doesn't matter if you said, "Hey, I was the one that got Diddy's Jello." So you telling me nobody else want no Jello? You tell me Cassie wasn't eating no Jello and she wasn't crying when she was eating no Jello? You didn't do nothing? It doesn't matter what you were. If you were in that world, you're going to get criticized.
And I think people have to understand that if someone is playing a power play, it is a lot easier said than done to stand out and speak up for yourself, especially in scenarios where if you depend on that person, not only depend on that person, we always look at the dependent part. I mean, granted, yeah, people hold like your career in hand, fine, but you talking about people's lives too. Like if it's danger, that's a different angle too.
Yeah, so I'm talking about that point. I ain't talking about your career, and I'm speaking for people who weren't even famous. I'm talking about people who got to take care of their family. Mm-hmm. I'm a security guard, or I'm the cook, or I'm the maid, and I got a family to feed. If I don't do this, I'm blackballed because I signed a contract. Yeah. I can't work for nobody else. All these things. And unfortunately, when you pick people that you can manipulate. Yeah. And unfortunately, people like this, and a lot of innocent people who are just trying to do their 9 to 5, get sucked up into shit like this because they turned the cheek. Now, morally, was it right or wrong? I hate going down a rabbit hole because I couldn't sit here and tell you that if I was the butler and I'm getting $40,000 or $50,000 a year, depending on what I'm getting paid, but I got a family at home, would I sacrifice my family for this? I can't. I don't. The answer is yes. I should. I should, because this is right. I need to say something about this. But my family needs to eat.
It's mine.
And it
that power
sucks
again.
Because somebody in that type of power puts you between a rock and a hard place. Yeah. And any sensible, moral person, yes, will want to do that. But the average person who quick thinks, they're going to choose their family over everything. Now, that's not the case for everybody in this situation.
I was going to ask.
That's not the case for everybody. Some niggas just wanted the bread. Some niggas just didn't care, or they wanted the perks. Yeah. They was getting leftover booty. Like that don't go for everybody. It don't. There's a lot of people who are guilty in this situation.
So I mean, well, I get what you're saying. Like, why now?
Because he's locked up now.
No, I'm saying before he got locked up, before everything.
Because he was powerless. He was powerless.
I think now then they say he sued the spirit company.
So also, 50 says something that's wild.
Yeah, he did.
He said something like this. He says, it only takes one person to show there's a chink in the armor. And when Cassie sued, before that video came out, and they saw he was settling, that's a chink in the armor. That means something's wrong. Yeah. Something's wrong. So when because any other time, I think he was that arrogant that he wouldn't have settled.
Yeah, because he was talking about that situation with
go ahead.
What they call Diego? What is they call the liquor? Yeah, with the tequila and
Mondeleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
He was talking about them.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how they, I guess they didn't give him the whole rights to it or something like that.
Yeah. Listen, the liquor business is ruthless.
Yeah. But I think he took, like, it's like a brand deal, basically.
Yeah.
You be the face of it.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it. Whether I was listening to 50, he say, nah, he did that. That was stupid for him. He's like, I own mine. He's like, but on the flip side of it, if you own it, prepare to come. It's gonna be some lawsuits coming.
Yeah,
just like any other field of business or whatever. Yeah. There's a fraternity in that to where if you fuck up one, then you fuck up all.
Yeah. And that's what your name says. Like, so it's a brotherhood in hip hop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They will, if you tinker with them, they're going to tinker with you. Yeah. So the liquor industry is just as big as any other industry, if not bigger. Yeah. And they're tied into everything. They're tied into your entertainment business. Yeah. They are sponsors for your Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. They're sponsors for this all. So if that's conspiracy, that's the case.
Yeah.
shit. Some people say that's the reason why NBC got Bill Cosby. Like everybody keeps saying it's.
But even I really think I know that's part of it. Again, if you just look at the crumbs even before that, Diddy knew something was coming.
Oh, definitely.
When you're giving everybody back their publishing out of the blue with the condition of you can't say anything bad about me. There's something up with that.
Cleaning house.
Yeah. There's something up with that. And remind you, that was like months before the even Cassie lawsuit came out.
Somebody said something and peeped it real well. The revolt thing he had been done with for a while.
Facts. Yeah.
They separated for a while.
Yeah.
Way before this even happened. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, before the Cassie thing, we ain't really heard from Diddy like that. Quiet.
No. Diddy was out there only because
but not he wasn't Diddy.
He had just got his Lifetime Achievement Award. He was just just dropped the album. Like I said, he had just
graduated from Harvard or
I think he did
like not graduation. There was like a
speech. He had
what they give him?
That Joker outfit and the It outfit. He was wild on Halloween.
Right.
Yeah, he was wild on Halloween.
They sued him for that.
He was wild on Halloween. Yeah, right. My bad. I messed up.
Yeah.
Switch those facts. I messed up. That nigga was out here.
Then he got the I don't know what type of award did he get from a did he get like a degree or award or something?
I know he got the key to the city from New York. I don't know about the Harvard thing.
Harvard or Yale or Princeton, one of them.
It had to be it had to be Howard.
No, I think it was one of.
He had an honorary degree from Howard University.
Oh, from Howard?
From Howard, yeah. I figured he had to be Howard.
When was that?
That was 2014.
What about recently?
They said he didn't get an award from Howard
When
University.
you get in trouble and you know they from their standards. What? $1 million donation too. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. From who? That was Howard too. Okay.
They returned it?
Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
That says some shit. Because HBC, you give money back.
Yeah.
And they need it.
So with that, like, how's that right? Why would you? So it's like, what is that? What type of? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm done.
The HBC, you gave
it money back? Right.
Damn, brother.
Your money no good here?
At an HBCU, and I went to one.
Yeah.
Nigga, we needed it.
Yeah.
And they said, here?
Yeah, they gave it back, bro.
Fuck paying the water bill. Take this back, brother. We don't need this.
Yeah.
I mean, but.
Yeah.
Man, it's just so much, man. I want to unravel some more because I really like.
Oh, you finna, like.
I got to see.
Like, here's the thing about it. Like, what we know now ain't shit.
Yeah, probably not.
In the next few months.
It's going to be, some names is going to come up. It might not be any big names right now. But a few names is gonna come up.
So y'all saying people shaking in their pants right now?
Listen, it's
look, man, it's to me. It's all right for all the Twitter investigators. The stuff y'all looking up, I'm quite sure them people have already looked up twice and 3 times over. So all the conspiracy theories and all the stuff that people, when they want to cooperate and build a case on, can go from anywhere. It can go from the whole situation with Justin Bieber. It can go to the situation with Usher. It can go to the situation further with Cassie. It can go to Kim Porter. Like everything's on the table now.
Look how fast they pulled that the Howard Stern interview with Usher. Saying that he lived with Diddy for a year, and he saw some interesting stuff. They pulled that shit up fast, fast. The clip with Neo and his ex-girlfriend arguing.
Yeah, going off. Yeah.
Tell them about the freak offs. The internet is in all-time motor right now. These celebrities can't delete it fast enough as fast as they finding it.
All that stuff. Look, the funny part about, like, so for instance with R. Kelly. That the Survivor R. Kelly,
yeah,
all that stuff was out there before they put that together. As a matter of fact, they didn't cover a lot of that stuff that was out there from some of them victims that already spoke out and gave detail of R. Kelly's behavior, his system, his sexuality, all that stuff was laid out there.
Yeah.
So again, that information on top of some other stuff, I'm quite sure especially with them tapes, because they got tapes now.
Yeah.
They probably
So-
filtering all that, trying to figure out which one to build a case on, which one to
also,
build a case on to keep them in there.
They haven't disclosed everything they found in these houses.
Yeah.
Not yet.
They haven't disclosed everything. They told you, they gave us surface shit. Baby oil, guns, some narcotics.
Yeah.
But they haven't told us everything. I'm pretty sure, when it's time, it's like playing spades. You holding that trump card, you heard that real good spade to cut somebody with.
But you know who do know what the cards are being played? He does.
Oh, he know.
Yeah.
He know. He definitely knows. That's why it's like when you know you got to F on your report card, and you got to go home and clean the room up and make sure you take that pack of chicken out to make sure it's thawed out. You do everything to soften the blow because you know when she see the F, you fucked up.
Right.
He started cleaning the house a long time ago.
Well, I tell y'all this. I was out of town one time at a known DJ house, and he had it's like an industry. He had every drug you can name in his home. You know what I'm saying? And it's there for you. Here, you go. This your buddy? Yeah, come on here. Whatever y'all want. But now that give me a glimpse of what was going on with them. You know what I'm saying? And they think. And I'm like, dang, this how they really get out.
It's just that level of access to where if you are not in positions of knowing who you are and you just having fun, if you're not in positions where people around you are stopping you from doing certain things before it gets to be, because like I said, if you don't catch it early, by the time you get to a point where Diddy is at, you can't tell that person no. As a matter of fact, you're going to be gone.
That's why I believe like some certain people of certain stature, because I don't want to keep saying celebrities, because celebrities are not the only ones that are doing it.
Yeah.
But people of certain stature still find themselves, case in point, my homeboy told me, he said, hey, you want to know where all the richest men at? I said, yeah. I told you. I'm naming off a bunch of suburbs. He said, hell no, go to the projects. I said, what? He said, all the rich men go down there to get the girls. Get shorty, take her back to the crib, wine down her, show her something nice, do what he gonna do on her, take her back to the projects. I said, damn. He said, think about it, bro. Wouldn't you do that? You get somebody who don't have anything, who's not used to having anything.
Yeah.
She's not gonna say no to nothing.
Yeah.
She gonna feel like she should be grateful to be in a different atmosphere. Take her to a nice, what she thinks is a nice restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Take her to your crib. Buy a couple things. She'll do whatever she wants. He said that's the ultimate manipulation.
Yeah.
He says go down there.
Yeah, that's
he said there's a reason why you should go down to the Dearborn homes and you wonder why all these shorties is wearing real Gucci, but you live in the Dearborn homes. It's not because the housing is low income, because they got some type of dude down there preying on her. And I'm not saying it's not consensual. Make that very clear. But that's what they do.
Yeah.
I want to get somebody who's
less fortunate.
That's where we're
gonna go. Yeah.
And I'm going to use that to my advantage. I have the leverage.
Right. And so our community so gun ho on
materialistic shit. It's easy.
That's why celebrity is being used, because that's the thing that's been hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
It's hiding in plain sight so much that even despite all the pitfalls that come with it, people are going to go to quote unquote Hollywood for an opportunity, thinking that they're going to be the ones that make it through unscathed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they still give people the benefit of the doubt, because of the fandom behind the particular product or the fandom behind the particular celebrity, to where regardless of everything that's in plain right in front of you, it's not real. They don't make it real for them. So you have this industry where you have a constant flux of people who are always going to want to be a part of. Even with this Diddy situation, there are still probably a ton of people who would love to be signed to Diddy.
Hell yeah.
So are y'all telling me that this is a barter system?
Yeah.
Yes.
The American way.
Yeah.
We have to wait to the extreme for Diddy to even have some form of punishment, when there's been circumstances before this that you should have even questioned, like, why would I want to sign to him? Why would I want to audition for him? Why would I even want to be anywhere close to him? His biggest act was killed. How am I supposed to be protected?
But if he in the upper echelons, now how you know all these people even getting signed to him now?
But the issue is
We don't know,
care.
but like I said, we don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know and don't care.
Right. Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
So
thinking
like,
about my means on the way out.
Yeah.
I know what you know what I do know? At one point in time, Biggie was alive and he was doing something. At one time, Day 26 was on TV. At one time, they did something.
Yeah.
Just let me, if I get there, I can do better.
and that's why I said a lot of this information, the stuff that we know now, ain't gonna be shit until we find out months from now.
Right.
But that's not going to actually change the fact that you still are going to have people who want to be a part of this system, regardless.
Look at Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat.
Yeah.
What people are doing just to go viral, bro.
Yeah.
Just to get, likes and followers. Not even to necessarily make it monetized at the moment.
Yeah.
Just to get a bunch of likes. People are doing some extreme shit. People are putting themselves in danger.
People
people these pranks people be doing,
Right.
and they're not scripted pranks.
Right. Yeah, it's dangerous.
People prankster lost his life.
But the thing about it is, people are put in these positions. They're the ones putting themselves in the positions with some form of understanding and ramification that come with it because they don't have no one on top of them financing it.
Yeah.
Now you get into a situation where this is the attraction. You don't know what they're going to push you to do or what just going to take away from you in that scenario because everyone wants to always look at the glitz and glamour. They don't want to look at what comes with the scenario.
Right.
So he's right about one thing. People will still sign Diddy right now. Just because they'll say, oh, man, he about to be on TV. Everybody gonna be talking about Diddy. And you know what they were talking about? Me next. Because I'm gonna be right next to him. They gonna say, who is that? Oh, my up-and-coming artist. Because what if he get out? I'm gonna be we don't think about, we think about the now.
Yeah.
We don't think about the entire, we never think about the entire picture.
Right.
We think about this one moment. And sometimes that's good. I'm not saying you gotta always think broader. But in cases of where we're at in the world we are right now, it's the reason why he was able to get away with, and most people in his position are able to get away with it for so long.
Yeah.
Again, how this system is already in place to where what's being sold to us, to what we feel like, what we should be like, what should we go after, and a lot of it too is we ignore ourselves. We ignore what we can actually do for ourselves because we believe that this is what success is like. And a lot of people will fall into it. They will think about it. Just imagine you finally get in the room with like a bunch of celebrities and shit. That's a shocker for any person in general. Yeah. So your guard is not even 100%.
All the shit you say you don't do, listen, if I'm in a room with Pam Grier and the rest of my crushes, and Pam Grier says, hey, you want a whiskey? I'm drinking a goddamn whiskey. And I don't even drink. Because I don't want her to think of me in all type of way.
Right.
I want to make, I'm doing it so she can feel comfortable. Right. It's a thing. So I'm about to get sick because I'm about to drink this shit.
All right, so are you going to stop listening to his music?
I don't listen to Diddy music like that.
Listen to Biggie?
Oh, damn Biggie.
You gonna stop listening to Carl Thomas?
I don't want to go down that road, bro. You know what? Me and Deja had that talk, and I hate going down that road because, yes, is it hard to separate artists from music and personal shit? You know, it is. Yeah. But, so what we did, we both agreed on this. Is R. Kelly in my playlist right now? No, not necessarily, no. Am I going to go out my way not to listen to him? No. If I hear it, or am I going to necessarily skip it? No. But I'm not going to go out my way either. You know, I'm not going to create a playlist dedicated to R. Kelly or to Diddy. If it comes on, it comes on. I'll leave it at that. Right. But I'm not going to make it my mission. Like, I don't have to listen to it. Like, I don't have to listen to R. Kelly.
I mean,
but if it come on, it come on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll necessarily change listening to stuff that I know he produced. I don't know if that'll change. It just is. I know it's hard, but I really try to separate the two. And it sounds crazy, but the reason why is because You start going down that rabbit
It's
hole.
a
You
rabbit
going,
hole, man.
you might as well just cut off everybody.
I love James Brown. I love James Brown, and I know he was beating women.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
But when I go skating, I gotta listen to Monorail.
Yeah, JB Monorail. Yeah, I don't know. As a DJ, man, it's gonna be hard to. The man produce some straight, timeless hits.
Yeah, man. What if you have a party and they say, "Hey, man, we want all the Diddy shit."
What did he?
Diddy, you got?
If you, I'm sorry, if you were doing a Diddy list like straight Diddy, man, we ain't talking about stuff he produced. I'm talking about like Diddy songs. Like, how long would that playlist be?
Dirty Money.
I don't know. Bro.
Replay.
Yes. How long would that playlist
The Dirty
be?
Money album, the Play album. That's pretty much it. That's about 20 songs.
So you got an hour.
Yeah, but an hour.
Probably
Yeah,
about
good
an
hour.
hour.
Party.
Yeah.
You got an hour party. No, you can stretch it out to 2. You know, you mix it up a little bit. Make it, you know. Hold on, what's the other album? Was More Money, More Problems? That Mason?
That was his album.
Yeah.
No, More Money, More Problems, Big's album.
Yeah. I don't know if
You can
it's about the album,
actually maybe 2 albums. Maybe you could do the family Pity the Family
bro. Yeah.
album.
Those the main two that that's the main album you gonna play.
Pity the Family, Dirty Money,
Uh,
and that Play album. That's 3.
Nah, the saga continues.
oh. Wow.
That joint with 8-Ball MJG.
Yeah. Tell the DJ bring it back, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Ball MJG, what was
I don't think I listed Forever like that.
Damn,
That's the one with the
he giving you a good set. Man, let me
last night?
last night.
Yeah.
Well, let me end it on this note. I think we all can say we don't condone any actions. Listen, be true to yourself. You don't need anybody to make you feel better about yourself or hold anything over you. Be careful who you share your energy with, because there are people out here really preying on that and using it against you. And it can end up in situations. There's a lot of people out here in this situation that's probably hurt. And also, too, if you see something, man, I know it's hard, but, man,
Say something.
say something. You got it, because I think you'll feel better saying something now than waiting until this person is being hurt and don't say it at all, because that could have been your people.
If you can, because obviously safety is the key.
Yeah, safety is the issue, but I was thinking about it if that was your people. You would want somebody to say something.
Hey, you said it best.
Activity. Man.
Activity.
Like you wrote that big speech, boy.
Right. I wasn't.
I was gonna make a joke
Okay,
about it,
you
man.
come
I was
back,
gonna say, he's got all somber and
That
stuff.
was his out here to dream.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Take care of your people.